everyone, it's me, Tori D, and you are absolutely not hallucinating. This is my first paycheck for the month of February, which includes my usual paycheck amount as well as the quarterly bonus that I receive from my company. As you can see, that number is a lot higher than it usually is when I get my regular paycheck, and that's because pre-tax, my bonus this quarter was over $7,000, which is like a disgusting amount of money. So we have a range for our bonus that we get, but you don't really know what exactly is going to hit until you see your paycheck come through. So whenever I saw this number, I almost threw up, to be honest. I am definitely going to have some opportunities to play with some money and work towards my focus areas during this budgeting. But what I want to do is just go ahead. So we're currently in February, and I want to go ahead and just triple check the month of March, and then go in and start checking the month of April. So I had to pull some money out of April. I had some unexpected expenses come up during the month of January, kind of towards the end, after I had done my last paycheck video. So I really just wanted to make sure that April kind of came back up to what I wanted it to be. I'm going to go ahead and fulfill all that underfunding in the month of April. So that means I still have over $3,600 left to assign. So I think what I'm going to do is, for everything except my immediate obligations, I am going to fill those with assigned last month. Also, shout out to someone who told me assigned last month was a button there. I just always assumed it was underfunded. I didn't realize I could select all of them and still have them meet the same requirements as the prior month, which is great news for me. I talked about it in my last video, but basically I'm so far ahead with some of my subscriptions that some of the math gets thrown off if I use underfunded versus assigned last month. So we still have over $3,000, and again, this is currently February. This is the first week of February, and I am budgeting for May, which blows my mind. So I think what I'm going to do is, for some of these categories in my immediate obligations, fund them the whole way, and for some of them I will only fund them part way. My storage unit I can never remember off the top of my head, so it's just easier to click the button. Okay, and so if we do all of that, which is basically everything fully funded except for my mortgage, which is at half, I still have $1,300 left to assign. So I think I'm actually going to take my total utilities down, and I want to kind of play with just a little bit of fun money here, because I did get a bonus. Like, I want to use it for my goals and my focus areas and everything. So I want to have a little bit more to play with. So my immediate obligations for the month of May are funded at least half. So mortgage, utilities, groceries, and my Roth are all half funded because those are kind of my largest categories. But even then, that means I'm going to have less than $1,000 to fund those categories with my next paycheck later in February, which is totally fine by me. So that leaves over $1,700 still left to assign, and I am really happy because that means that my emergency fund, my first kind of tier 1 target area of $5,000, that means we are good to go there. So I'm actually going to be able to move this out. So I usually I definitely don't put it in food and treats, but it's not letting me scroll any further right now. There we go. So I usually keep my emergency fund under my true expenses as the first kind of category there. I have also spent a little bit of money. I just want to top off some of these categories. Kind of forgot to check some of those. So let's see. We'll do 20, 25 there. Running shoes I don't need yet. All of those should be good. Okie doke. So my next area of focus after I have moved my emergency fund out of my focus area, so again, I like to kind of keep 3 things up there at the top, is a trip that I'm going to be taking with my dad in March of 2024. So I'm going to move that bad boy all the way to the top, and it will go here in the 3rd slot. So what I want to do is I want to put 150 towards the New England cruise. I'm going to put 25 towards my dad's birthday trip. And then I have 16.15 left. So I think what I'm going to do is just put that down here, or sorry, 16.14. I can't read. So that means I have $110.14 in that iPad wish farm. It looks like I have some good progress on all of that. It feels a little anticlimactic after seeing that giant number, but I am literally, like I said, I literally just funded more than half of my expenses for the month of May, and it's currently February 3rd. So I am definitely ahead of the ball game here, and I really want to stay that way. So like I said, I have my immediate obligations in May are underfunded by $950, which means I'll still have about $1,000 to play with my next paycheck, because I get about $1,900 a paycheck. So I'll still have some fun money to move around with my next pay. And as I work my way backwards, well, back to the present day, just kind of also thinking forward here. So I have my bonus pay in February, which is happening. Then at the end of March is going to be a 3 paycheck month for me, so I'll have an additional entire paycheck, which is great. And then April, because of the way the calendar fell, I will actually be getting my quarterly bonus for the quarter that I'm in right now. I'll be getting that like the last Friday of April. So I actually am going to have three months in a row here where I'm getting a lot of extra money to play with, which is kind of exciting. So like I said, it's a little anticlimactic, but we're so far ahead that it really puts us in a good place. I'm feeling really comfortable and confident. I'm also going to be having another video come out soon now that I have updated my focus areas and kind of looked at what's going on there, where I can talk about those, my goals there, some of my goals in my wish farm category. I'm kind of excited to talk about those and just kind of talk through a lot of what's been going on. I'm still holding out hope for those invested in the saga of buying my childhood home. I am still holding out hope that I will need to use my mortgage and utility money in the month of February. I don't know how likely that's going to be, but we'll see. So I have that. They have finished up, actually as I speak, they are finishing the water mitigation in the basement. So hopefully we'll be able to have the inspector come out early next week to provide that inspector report, to then get the appraiser back out to make sure everything's kosher with the underwriting. So hopefully that means we'll be signing sooner rather than later, because I really just want to get in and start those renovations. But we'll kind of see how that goes. I'm honestly surprised this video isn't longer, but you know, I kind of have my money at this point, a well-oiled machine. I kind of know where everything's going with each paycheck. I know what month we're going to be into, which is great news. So really just kind of keeping my eye on that. But like I said, keep an eye out for a video either later this week or next week as I talk about some changes to my focus areas, some changes to my wish farm, and I look forward to talking with you then. But other than that, thanks for joining me, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.